Traders, welcome. Welcome, traders. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to one of our very special meetings. You are actually participating in you're going to be participating in one of our VIP Trading Club study sessions. And I want to welcome all of the visitors. This is actually, I think, one of the very few times that we have lifted the curtain and allowed people from the outside to come on the inside of our VIP Trading Club. That's what we call it. And to have a peek inside of what we do every single week of the year, So I do want to first of all, welcome to all of my VIP Trading Club members. Boom. All right. This, by the way, is one of our weekly sessions. So it's just special in the sense, VIP Trading Club members, that we're allowing some outside visitors to basically peer into what we do on a week to week basis. But you know what we do. And this is going to be one of your official VIP Trading Club sessions. So those of you who are visiting us, who are not part of the VIP Trading Club, I do want you to know that this is an official one. So this is not something special. This is what we do on a week to week basis. And I'll talk a little bit more about what we do sort of toward the end of our study session today. But I do want to welcome you. Before we actually get started, I just want to make sure that everyone is settled. You can hear me properly. The video, the image as well. All right. And also, why don't you take a minute or so out of your time, if you can. Why don't you take a minute or so to tell me where you're piping in from? Like what country, what city, what part of the world are you coming in from? We typically do draw an international audience here. That is something that I love, spreading the gospel of trading and independence and freedom, but all over the world, not just in one small corner of the world. So very quickly, let me know where you're coming from. I'll get set up for what we're going to be doing today. Wow. Look at this, guys. Texas, Bolivia, California, Serbia, Singapore. Wow. Look at this. It's crazy. Germany. Oh my God. This is insane. I love it. 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 Let me see here. Shoot. This is pretty insane. That is insane. I love it. I love it. Whoo, look at that go by. Look at that go by, guys. Look at that go by. Florida. Whoo, India. Brazil. I can't even read it. It's so fast. Paris. All right. Fantastic. Sao Paulo. Yes, New York, Belgium. OMG. OMG, guys. OMG here. So, wow, guys, yes, once again, international audience here, guys. So, I have something somewhat special to cover with you VIP Trading Club members. Now, visitors, you stay on the sideline and just feel free to take notes. Feel free to capture images if you want to. Feel free to do anything with this presentation you want to. It is my gift to you. But I will be addressing my VIP Trading Club members throughout the entire presentation here today. Okay, so I do want you to understand that. All right. So, guys, we're going to be covering something quite unique. And guys, I'm wearing the glasses today because the lighting is pretty harsh on my eyes. So it just makes it easier for me to deal with my screen setup here. We're going to be talking about something that I really want you to get down. And we're going to specifically be talking about, let me bring you here. We're going to specifically be talking about the wrong expectations. Now, I've been seeing quite a bit of this as of late, guys. I've been seeing some very good, skillful traders actually ruining their trades and ruining the talent that they've built up in this particular market environment because they're going into their trades with the wrong expectations. And this is very important to understand. It is possible to have your skill down, your technique down, to be disciplined, to actually know how to identify your opportunities, how to protect yourself, how to take advantage of those opportunities, and still ruin the potential that you've actually worked so hard to have if you are developing the wrong expectations. So if a trade only has, for instance, a $1 potential move in it, but you're expecting a $3 potential move, you're ruining your prospects for consistency. And you're also making all the work that you've put in to get to the place where you can identify the opportunities better than the most. You know how to protect yourself better than most, but you are demanding from the market more than the market is capable of giving. The market actually wants to reward you. The market wants to give you the profitability. But when you ask it to give you more than it's capable of, then you sort of ruin everything. And so today we're going to focus on trying to minimize the times where you expect more than the market can give. We're going to tighten up your expectations. And I need to throw a few concepts at you today in order to get you there. And I'm going to tell you this. What we covered today is so valuable, guys, that those of you who have been with me for the last several months or so, I promise you, watch this take your progress. Watch this take your profitability. Watch this take it to a completely brand new level. And what it's also going to do, it's going to eliminate at least 40 to 50% of some of the issues and the problems, if you have them, that you've been experiencing in this market. Because in all of my looking, it is stemming. The issues that I see are stemming from traders, good traders that are having the wrong expectations. All right. So let's get started here. All right, let's get started. Now, the thing we're going to first talk about is the whale. Now, if you've been following me or if you've been here for any period of time, you know that the whale, what I call the whale, is the number one thing we're after every single day. Guys, we are whale hunters. All right? We don't go after guppies, although sometimes we get guppies. We don't go after trout, although sometimes we get trout. We don't go after salmon, although sometimes we get salmon, and we don't go after tuna, although sometimes we get tuna. We're going after a whale. Every single trade, every single opportunity in the market, we want a whale. We don't always get it, but that's the ultimate objective. And there are three types of whales. There's the, do I have this right? There's the micro whale, the macro whale, and the gap whale. However, I think I have these things mixed up. There are three types. Well, I do have these things mixed up. So listen, guys, there are three types of whales. And I need you to understand what the three types are. Okay, so we're going to go over this really fast. This is sort of just to lay the groundwork for what we need. A whale is sort of like a three-step move that is made up of two legs. So the pullback whale is this: one leg up, a pullback, and the second leg makes the new high. So you have leg one with an interrupt. Okay, a pullback interrupt, and boom, a move to new highs with a leg two. All right. Now, guys, let me know if you see my writing on the screen. I just want to make sure that this is coming across okay. All right. I think it is, but I just want to make sure because I don't want to go over this and have to repeat it. So this is the pullback whale, and it happens on the upside and the downside. But we're after this every single morning. Every single day, we want the 1, 2, 3 pop whale. 1, 2, 3 pop whale. Look, 1, 2, 3. Boom. That's the goal. Okay. Now, on the downside, thank you very much for letting me know everything is clear. On the downside, we want this 1, 2, 3. We want the whole thing. Okay? Now, when you stretch your expectations beyond this, you're starting to go down that dark hole of demanding a little bit more than the market statistically gives you. Okay? So that's the first thing I want to keep your mind focused on expectations. There's nothing wrong with expecting a whale, but when you start to expect, not that we can't sometimes get more than a whale, but when we start to say, well, I want more, all right, that's okay. But if you do that every single time, you're going to ruin the skill that you've built up to grab the whale, because a lot of these things are going to reverse all the benefit that you gain from grabbing the whale because you want a whale plus or a whale plus plus. Or no, Oliver, I want 3 whales. I want 4 whales. I want 5 whales. And there's the highest odds are in the single whale. Now, we have the 1, 2, 3 up and the 1, 2, 3 down. Okay? Then there's the base whale. So I'm going to leave this here. 1, 2, 3. This is leg 1. There's this interrupt, right? And then the leg 2. Okay? Boom. Got it. Okay? It's 2 legs with an interrupt. The base whale is, and I'm going to use this on the downside simply because we're experiencing more of this on the downside today than the upside. So I'm going to actually focus more on the downside whale. All right. So the base whale is 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay. That is leg 1. It is interrupted by a base. Okay. And leg 2 happens. Now, they're both the same thing. It's just that the interrupt happens at a different angle, right? So the interrupt here happens to the upside between the 2 legs, and the interrupt here goes sideways between the 3 legs. But in truth, they accomplish the same, whether the interrupt is slightly slanted upward or whether the interrupt is sideways. But the thing I want you to understand is that a whale is comprised of 2 decent moves, 2 legs, 2 fluid movements with an interrupt. Very important to understand for what we're about to go into, okay? Then there's the pause whale, right? The pause whale is just a brief pause as an interrupt. You drop leg 1, a brief pause, and boom, leg 2. So you got leg 1 and leg 2. But this happens where you have a brief pause, and oftentimes that brief pause is green, guys. Oftentimes the interrupt on the pullback is a green move upward, and this is your middle is sort of like a salt and pepper back and forth sideways. Okay? Now, I want you guys, if you're not part of my VIP trading club, take an image of this. Take your phone out, take a snapshot. If you have an image capture this. This is what we're after every single day. This is what we're after every single trade. This is the right expectation. All right? Anything beyond this is to start to go down I'm demanding more from the market than the market is going to statistically give me on a regular basis. All right? All right, now, let's build on this. Let's build on the 3 types of whales. All right, let's build on this. All right, and I want you to know that you've got the 3 types of whales can happen in 3 forms. Now I'm going a little bit deeper with this. There's the macro whale, the micro whale, and the gap whale. I'm going to repeat that. There's a micro whale. So you got the 3 types of whales, but the 3 types can come in the form of a macro. The 3 types of whales can come in the form of a micro, and the three types of whales can come in the form of a gap whale, right? Now it's important that you get this next layer down too. Let me demonstrate this, and I'm gonna show you all of this in today's trading activity. But I'm laying the groundwork first so that when we go to charts, the things that have happened today, this morning at the open, well, morning for me, you're gonna see what I'm explaining to you happen today. It happened today, but I need to lay the groundwork first. So let's go over the three forms of whale. First, there's the macro whale. Now, the macro whale is actually the full whale, like boom, 1, 2, 3. All right. We start there. Maybe you take you enter here. We'll talk about this. You take some profits there. Maybe you get back in here to profit from leg 2 and you take some profits there. That's the macro whale. And what I've laid out for you are the typical points that you act in that whale. We're trying to grab the beginning of the whale. We want to take some profits on leg 1. We want to let the stock release. Let it release. All right. Let it release. Let it pop back up. And then when it pops back up, it's ready for leg 2. All right. Want to go in again and try to grab that leg 2 move and take profits on the whale complete. Okay. Now there's the micro. I'm going to do this. I should have done that red, but the micro is straight down. So see how the one on the left, the macro, is slanted? That slanted one is multiple bars down. So in leg 1 in the macro, you've got multiple bars down. So you've got like sort of multiple bars. Let me demonstrate this. So you got multiple bars down. In the micro, and you got multiple bars down like that, right? But in the micro, you've got one crash. Boom! One giant crash. So I want you to look at this. Look at the difference. They're both the same, but one is multiple bars like this, and one is in one fell swoop. Boom! You understand? Tell me you understand the difference. One is slanted with multiple bars down. One is one giant solid fluid crash down. It doesn't take the stairways down. It takes the elevator straight down. You got it? You got the difference between the macro and the micro. The micro takes the elevator down. The macro takes the stairway down. All right? Okay, good. Now, in the micro, guys, this is powerful. In the micro, you still get the bounce. You still get the release. Look, you bounce up. And boom! Leg 1. Let's do it. Leg 1. Leg 2. Now, what are you trying to do here with the micro? You're trying to get into the micro at some point on leg 1. You're also trying to get into after the release, and maybe you're taking profits if you can, and profits on leg 2. All right? The main thing I want you to understand is this: the difference between the macro whale and the micro whale. But it's the same pieces, guys. It's leg 1, release, leg 2. Okay? All right, now let's talk about the gap whale, all right, where yesterday your market ended the day here. All right, so let's do it red. Your market ended the day here yesterday. Now the market opens today and it opens down here. It gaps down, okay? Now, Look at this. Look at this, guys. Check this out. From the open, your stock starts going up. And then, boom! Leg, but get this. This is leg 2. And here is where so many traders get tricked out of their money, out of their win, out of their gain. And today I'm going to stop this from happening to you. This is leg 2 because the gap is leg 1. Look. That's right. How many people get trapped by buying that green? Do you understand? How many novices that are not trained, that are not guided, they don't have concepts, they don't have an approach, a strategy. They're trapped in that green. They think that green is a positive. They think that, oh, wow, it's going up, it's strong, it's off the open, everything is green. Not knowing that that's the same green as this green. This green is the same. Let me do that a different color. That green is the same green as this one, which is the same green as this one. All right? They're all the same whale. And I was having this conversation earlier with some of you, right? I was having this conversation earlier with some of you where the whale is the atom of the market. It is the atomic level of the market's life. Everything is built off the understanding that the market just wails. The market doesn't do anything but wail out on you. It wails to the upside, it wails to the downside. What makes it seem like there are a variety of different things that the market really does is that it gives you the whale in different clothing. It puts, and this whale has this costume on, another whale has another costume on. Do you follow what I'm saying? The market can only wail. That's all it does. And if you think about what a whale is, it's simply up, down, up. Well, that's all the market can ever really do is go up, go down, go up, go down, go up, go down. But we're adding, sorry about the dogs, guys. We're adding more understanding to the up, down by actually seeing that it's in the form of a whale. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right. So everything's a whale. And if you can get the understanding down of how to play each one of the whales properly, you have most of the market's activity covered because that's the majority of what a whale does. That's what the majority of the market does is produce a whale. And what a lot of people don't understand is this. Let me show you. What a lot of people don't understand is that a whale, let's take this whale. That's nothing. If you turn this around, that is this. If you flip that same picture around, that is this. And if you put it on the side, that is this. And if you flip it upside down, that is this. Now tell me, all of those are whales. Here, look, here's leg 1, here's leg 2. All right, do this different color. Here's leg 1, here's leg 2. Do you see this? Here's leg 1, and here's leg 2. Here's leg 1, and here's leg 2. What I'm saying is that what makes people not get the fact that the whole market is made up of whaling is that they're slanted differently, all right? So they're slanted differently. Sometimes the whale is slanted up, sometimes the whale is slanted down, sometimes the whale is sideways. And sometimes the the bubble in between the two legs are not the same shape. So all of these are just variations of the same thing. You understand? So let's go back. Let's go back here. So now that you know the different types, so you've got the macro whale, you've got the micro whale, all right? And you've got the gap whale that has a hidden leg 1 here. Okay? Beautiful. All right, you got this so far. You got the macro, you got the micro, you got the gap. All right? You got it? Do you realize where we're supposed to act? Let me know. Tell me if you understand where we're supposed to act in these things. Because now we can go to charts. All right, but I need to know if you understand this so far. You got it? We're acting there if we can. Profit take. We're acting here if we can. All right? Profit take. We're acting here if we can. Profit take. We're acting here if we can. Profit take. We can't act here because there is no here. It gaps, right? So where are we acting? Here. And we're profit taking. Now, guys, listen. Some of you who are visiting us, it's hard for you to understand how priceless this is. You've got to be in it for a while and start to get the experience with it, which is what I want you to do with us in the VIP Trading Club. But guys, you get this down. You work on this. You practice identifying the different types of whales. You practice the moments in the whale where you're supposed to act. You start getting this down. I am telling you, there is a marvelous future for you in this, because this is like the vast majority of everything. It forms the bread and butter of my profitability almost every single morning. I don't know if you can see this here. Let me see if you can see this here. Maybe I'll have some time to go over these things, but down here, guys, these are 2 trades I took in basically the first part of the morning here. All right. I don't know if you can see that. 30, almost $3,400, 2 plays, Microsoft and Meta. So let me get going, because maybe I can just cover with you and I can show you that this $3,300, $3,400 in minutes, guys, minutes, came from exactly what I'm explaining to you. And that almost 85% of everything I do is what I'm explaining here to you. So it's important that you get this. All right. It's important that you get this, guys. If you're having sound issues, it's pretty much on your side. Okay. All right. Let me see. So yeah, let's go to the examples here, guys. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Let me bring this down. I think I have it here. All right. See? Okay. Now, I'm going to show you this. Now, some of my traders took advantage of this play you see here today, this morning. This stock is called Cisco. Now, for the benefit of those who are not familiar with what we do, we trade predominantly in the morning or off the open on a 2-minute chart. So every bar represents 2 minutes, 2 minutes of trading. 2 main moving averages, the 20 period and the 200 period moving averages. Even if you're not part of my family and you're just part of my YouTube family, you should know these basic things. We trade off of the 2 minute. We use the 20 and the 200 as the key main moving averages. And we don't use indicators, right? They're always late. So we don't use those. We trade and profit from people who follow indicators. All right. So look, now, what my traders will tell you is that this state is narrow. So do you see how the stock the 20, and the 200. Three items, guys. The three items are close together, which we call a narrow state. See, narrow state. If they were what here is a wide state. See, the three items are wide. And here the three items are together. That's a narrow state. So narrow and wide. Very basic. Your best trades are going to come from a narrow state, right? So my traders from a narrow state are they know, you should know, traders, my VIP trading club, that from a narrow state, your odds of whaling out are very, very high, all right? Are much higher, all right? Now, the stock opens here, but it opens with a green. So I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I should open this up a little bit so you can see a little bit clearer. So from this narrow state, the first bar of the morning is green. My traders are looking for the green, boom, to be wiped out by red. Traders enter. Okay. Let's say they enter with 3 lots or so. They want to protect themselves above the 3 items in this case with a stop here. So I'll put that stop up here. They want to protect them. So you want to protect yourself above these items up here with what we call a maximum, a 3-lot maximum loss per trade. And if you look, this is the macro whale. All right. So you're whaling out. Boom. You're taking profit somewhere along this drop. Remember, I told you, here's where you act. Here's where you take your profits. Then you let the stock release. All right. You've got leg 1. You let the stock release. And boom, when you get from after the release, you get the color change again. Red takes out green right there. Boom. And leg 2. Now, do you understand, based on what we covered, that this is macro, this is this is whale type 1, the pullback whale in macro form. All right? You got that? That's right, Ahmed. That's right. Ahmed is saying something very important as well. You've got the GBI, or the first color change after your initial entry. So guys, my traders know that we took this color change where red takes out this, but the next color change is mandatory too. You see that green? And we get another green taken out. So you've got play 1 and play 2. We always do the first 2. Do you understand? Or the one, once we're in, we do the very next color change and we're in again. So if we did 3 lots here, we would do 1 lot there for 4 lots. Some traders would do this color change there. All right. Some traders would even do this color change there. So it would go something like this. Boom, 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 profit take, boom, boom, profit take, let it release, and then boom, leg 2. Now, guys, that's a little bit more than an hour of trading, and that is a huge, huge level of profitability. To expect more than this whale, some of you are now expecting this to go like that, and this is where you get in trouble. You're freaking expecting too much. You've whaled out and you've gone from narrow to wide. Your expectations are too much. You're expecting a 6-year-old to give you a 26-year-old's performance. You can't, a child that's 6 years old can't, if you're, I'll tell you a story based on this, guys. I'll tell you a story based on this expectation thing. Bear with me, guys. My traders like stories. What I I left Wall Street in 1993, 94, the beginning of 1994. It was a scary move for me. I was leaving great pay, great everything. Private driver driving me home because I was one of the top traders, driving me home from New York, Wall Street to my home in New Jersey every single night, picking me up in the morning. I had great benefits, great pay, but I decided to leave to start my own firm that was going to cater to all of the Wall Street firms. But so I grew this organization and it grew rather rapidly. All right. I grew into one of the most dominant firms on the street. Barron's ranked me number one in the industry. You can look this up if you don't believe me. All right. I was ranked number one by Barron's for all out of all professional firms, 1998. Anyway, I the company started to get out of control for me. I'm a trader. I wasn't really a business runner. I wasn't really an executive. So now my company's gotten to the place where I realize it's beyond my specific skill level. I'm not a manager. I don't know how to deal with all of these issues that go along with a firm of this size. So I brought in advisors, and it was one of the best things I ever did. And one issue, so we would sit down several times a week, and I was supposed to bring the issues that I had problems with to them so that they could sort of teach me how to handle certain things. So one of the issues was I I had this woman working for me. She was an amazing person, all right? But I wanted to freaking fire her. Do you understand? I wanted her gone, but I couldn't fire her because she was my wife's cousin, right? Don't hire family. So I'm like, I just want her gone. I want her gone, but I don't know how to get rid of her, all right? She's family, but she's always failing me. So I bring this issue to my advisors, right? And the advisors listen to, well, Oliver, tell us what you want her to do that she's failing with. And so I give her a list. I give them a list of everything that she failed. And I wasn't very nice to her. So she would go home crying every single day. This is a problem. She's crying. All right. This upsets my family. It upsets me. I'm not getting done what I want. And so after they listen to me and they look at this list of everything that I believe she's failing at, they say, Oliver, why, get this, why are you setting this young lady up for failure? And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Oliver, you're setting her up for failure. She's not the problem. You're the problem. I'm like, really? Please, I want to hear how I'm the problem because I don't see it. They say, well, listen, Oliver, here's the thing. You are asking this young lady to do something that is so far outside of her capability that you are setting her up to fail every single time. And you don't see that it's your issue because every single thing she does within her limits, she is absolutely perfect. She's the perfect, ideal person you need close to you, but up to this level. But you're asking for a level that is so far beyond her capability. You're setting up a good employee. You're setting up a good employee for failure because you're going beyond their limit. You're expecting too much from her. You need someone else for these tasks, but look at how well she did the task within her capabilities. She's perfect. No one can beat her there. But you take her out of that and she becomes incomplete to you. You're the issue. And you know what? I never forgot that lesson. Expectations. You have to know that your stocks, your plays are your employees. You have to know this employee is capable of only this, but this employee has greater capability. Let me go back to this. All right. So because Cisco started with a narrow state, right? The this is not a low level employee. This narrow state makes this stock a high level employee. It can deliver more. It can give you the full whale. Boom, boom, boom. Why? It started from a narrow state. That's a different employee. So now you can expect this thing to whale out. You can expect this thing to go all the way. But when you get down here, if you expect it to duplicate this on the other side, you are now doing what I did with my employee. You are expecting too much. This stock can't duplicate this again. Tell me you understand. Tell me you understand this analogy and how it fits here. Your expectation is right there for whaling out, but it is not right for whaling out there. You understand? Makes sense? You got it? I know we're on a delay here, a lag, so I have to wait a few seconds for you to answer. Here's my tea getting all cold and stuff. You got it? All right, good. Now, another thing I'll say, if you missed this, if you missed leg one, but you get the beginning of leg two, boom, for whaling out. Don't expect a whale because you got in late. I'm going to repeat that. Don't expect a whale from where you got in. Who are you, God? I get this all the time from traders. But Oliver, you said that we should go after the whale every single trade. You said go after the whale every single trade. So I was going after the whale because I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you expecting this to have leg two? Well, you said to look for a whale every single time, Oliver. I said, yeah, but if you get in on the second leg of an existing whale, you're playing leg two. You're not playing leg one. What are you, God? Like you said, okay, guys, I've just shown up. So we're starting. Everything that you did before me starting today, we're going to forget about that. Start the game brand new. It's now leg one. No, dude, it doesn't start from where you do it. It starts from where the stock does it. And I get this all the time. I get this all the time. It's like, why did you have great profits? Why did you hold on? I was going for the whale, Oliver. Like, dude, you got the whale. You just got into the whale late. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Traders are crazy. I tell you, we're a crazy bunch, but we're a special bunch. All right. All right. So I want to show you something else here. Let me see it. Let me get it here because I have it written down. All right. Let's take a look at. Is it AMD I want to take a look at? Now let's go to Meta first. All right. So guys, as you can see, Meta is one of the plays. I had a pretty decent play here, $1,700. But guys, this is in minutes, right? So you see that the state is not as narrow as the other state was, right? So the three items are a little further apart. All right. Now, check this out. When your state is wide at the open and you gap down, all right, you have to assume it is a one-leg play, not a two-leg play. Remember the gap down scenario. So if you start here and you gap down, if this bounces a little, this is leg two. That is leg one. Now, sometimes your stock can start down the prior day, boom, from a wide state, gap down, here. And so this is really your leg one. So if you and so what it's doing here, guys, it's dropping, boom, going sideways. You see, remember that whale? And boom, that's leg two. Do you see that? That's right, Uday. Beautiful. Uday is on fire today. That's leg two. Now, I had a few traders today who was looking for this to be leg two. No, 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 no. You got your leg two. But Oliver, I thought it was from when I start. Now, what kind of freaking ego is that? It's not from where you start, it's from where the stock starts. But I'm hoping I'm hoping you're getting this because it's so key to not ruining the traders today, right? The traders today that took this trade like I did, all right? And got this movement, all right? And failed to see that that's the final movement. All right? They did well, but they ruined it by losing here, by getting in there and giving back this portion of their gains. So think of this amount of your profits being erased from here. Now you've just shortened your gains. All right. So you've got this is the gap form of leg one. Boom. Leg two out. You're finished here. All right. You're finished. Now we can't predict what length the leg is going to be. We just have to ride it out for what it's worth. But all right. Let's go to KO. Let's do a narrow state one. Now, here is a narrow state. This is Coca-Cola, right? Here's a narrow state. Look at your three items: stock, 20, 200, narrow. And now you can go for the freaking gusto. You can go for leg one. You can go for leg two. This is the macro version. And because you're originating from a narrow state, you can expect, your expectation can be bigger because it's from that narrow state. Do you see this? Is it clear? Do you see? I'm just doing the wrong numbers here. Do you see how clear this is? This is today's activity, guys. This is today, this morning in my time frame. You see it? Big whale today. Big whale. All right. Boom. First color change. Boom. Profit take. Let it release. Boom. So remember where we act. Remember where we act. Guys, many of my traders would act there. That's a different concept. All right. Some of my traders will tell you, my VIP Trading Club members, why would we act right there? Why would we enter right here? My VIP Trading Club members know. They'll tell you, watch them type it in. Boom. They'll know why that's the entry. This is the add, the first color change after the entry. They know this. All right. They know they can take profits and take profits. They know that they can get back in here, first color change again, and now they're going to ride out leg two. All right. Someone's asking a very good question here. Sandy D is saying, well, how to filter for narrow state? Well, no trader should have more, in my opinion, no more than 10 things that they trade or look at every single day. And some of your problems is that you're all over the place, and no professional is all over the place. So if you stay with the same 10 things, my traders have 10 things or less every single day, these become your children. These become what you're intimate with. And so you're not filtering anything. It's easy to have 10 things that you're looking at and say, okay, out of these 10 things, these 3 are narrow state and the rest are neutral to wide. But if you're just the whole market is your world, you're like a ship lost at sea without directions. No professional is like that. Zero. New York Stock Exchange, New York Stock Exchange specialist trades 1 stock. NASDAQ market makers maybe 2, maybe 3. 2. You get hired by a professional firm, you think they say, okay, look, here's an account, the whole market's your world, go knock yourself out? No, they're gonna be like, look, these are the 2 stocks we're accumulating right now. So we need you to take this account, and by the end of the day, we want you to have this many shares. Now go. But you guys are like, okay, what's the news? Oh, there's news on this right now. Oh, wait. Oh. And then there's news over here. Oh, and my friend told me about this. And they're chatting on Facebook about this. And wait a minute. And look at this symbol. Look at this symbol go. Wow, what is it? What does it do? Like, you're all over the place. You don't know what you're trading. You're not intimate with anything. You have no idea what the characteristics, what the idiosyncrasies are, what the characteristics are, the tendencies of what you play. Your stocks need to be so intimate that you know them and you understand them the same way you know your children. You know your children when they're happy, when they're sad, when they're upset, when they're lying, when they're telling the truth, when they're tired, when they're ready to go to sleep, when they're ready to go to bed, when they're being stubborn, you know? All right, good. Now, so we have the Coca-Cola here. So let's see. Now, I hope you see this. So you don't have a narrow state here. You starting the day, this is where the stock ended yesterday. I hope you see this, right? You gap down, which tells you this is a 1-leg play. You're gapping down from a wide state. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna draw that in again. Boom, see the green? See the green right there? That's the up part. And this was green too. So it went up and then fell back, right? So look at it. Look at what it did. It dropped, boom, rally, 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 and boom. So Ben Joyce says, oh my God, I traded seat and was looking for the whale. This is what I'm talking about. You see what Ben Joyce just said? Because the expectation was off because of the failure to see this. But I'm glad, Ben, we're having this session. So never again, never again. This is leg 1. This is leg 2. If you're looking for this to be leg 2, you give back all of this gain. Wow. Wow. The faceless plumber says, I made this exact mistake on this morning. Yes. So this is what I'm telling you. I'm having this session because I'm seeing what you do. Some of you are doing. And so, I'm tightening you up here. Every single week, I'm tightening you up here. All right. And I'm telling you that this is, watch what this does. Watch the dramatic jump in your improvement here. The wrong expectations can camouflage the skill and the talent you have. And you might still think that you are a terrible trader that's always giving back his gains when you have them. And you're really a good trader with the wrong expectations. You fix the expectation part, and wow, it can make all the difference in the world. All right. I appreciate that, Ben. Thank you. All right. Let's go back here. Let's go back. I'm not done yet. Not done yet. All right. And if we take JPM, right? Here are traders here. Now you should be able to look at this and see it. All right. Thank you, Anil. Now you should be able to look at it and see it. Do you see leg one? Here's yesterday's close. Do you see leg one? Leg one. That's my question. I want to see. I'm not going to move until I see you respond. Do you see leg one? Do you see it? All of this is the 2-minute chart, Alex. All of this, 2-minute charts. I'm looking for your responses. I know we're on a delay. Do you see leg one? Yes. You see it? I know, wow, we're on a big delay here today, I guess. All right, cool. Yes. It's invisible in the form of the gap. Do you see the bounce? You should. Look at that. Look how beautiful that whale is. Is the clarity there now? Boom! 1, release 2. Now go to the frickin' beach. And if there's no beach where you live, go do whatever it is you do. This is going to take your game to a higher level. It's going to take your game to a higher level, guys. All right? It's going to take your game to a freaking higher level. All right. I think I'm done here. So take this concept, take the 3 types of whales, the drop, release, drop, sideways drop, brief pause drop, and then take the 3 types of whales, the macro whale, the micro whale, and the gap whale. And I'm telling you, you have like freaking 80% of the market's activity covered. And I didn't cherry pick, guys. I just showed you I showed you just today. These are all the opportunities you could have had to frickin' day. You could have had this today. All right. I don't know why somebody wanted me to take a look at this, but all right, guys. So look, what I'm going to do here now, if I can, give me a second here. I want to give you an opportunity to join us, but I want to quickly tell you what it is that we do. I designed this program called the VIP Trading Club because there was a world out there. There were 2 reasons. There was a world out there, guys, who couldn't come into my full program, but really wanted to start. Some of them worked and had jobs, and some of them might not have been able to reach as high as the cost for some of the fuller programs, right? So I wanted something to address those people because I saw just as much passion, I saw just as much interest. But why should a guy who works the whole day can't really dedicate the time that some people can, but still wants to learn, develop, grow, and get his skill level up? And so I said, I'm going to create a program that anybody can do. Anybody can participate. And so that's reason number 1. And I wanted the price to basically include everybody. Anybody can do this, guys. $27 a month with me, Anybody can do this. All right. You know what that is cost per day. It's nothing. So the so I wanted that. The second thing was I wanted something that allowed me to walk a trader through his or her development the real way, the way it should be done. And what do I mean by that? Every single week, I give you something to know and to work on. I give you a homework assignment every single week. I teach you a concept. You take this concept, all right? We go over it. You get understanding just like we understood this concept. And then it is your responsibility for the rest of the week to work with that, to grapple with it, to fall with it, to win with it, to gain experience with it, to become intimate with it. Boom! The next week, I give you the next little piece of the puzzle. We focus on that. We get it down just like we did today. Now, go. All right? You go out into the market, whether you search for it, practice identifying it, play it if you can, lose money with it, make money with it. That's not important. It's gaining the experience and the intimacy with it. Boom. Now we got part two. Then another piece of the puzzle. Next week, another piece of the puzzle. Then this is the proper way to grow a trader. It is not giving them everything, dumping everything on their heads, right? And saying, now you're supposed to understand all of this at the same time. You don't learn like that in school, do you? You don't step in trigonometry class and they say, listen, this is all trigonometry, day one, now become an expert at trigonometry. No, when you're going to kindergarten, no one's giving you all the work you're supposed to do from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade graduation. But that's what many programs force us to do. But this program gave me the ability, I'm going to build a trader week by week. I'm going to, like a freaking bricklayer, we're going to lay the first brick in, then the second layer of bricks and the third layer of bricks. And it's going to be a more solid, more sure way that they're getting it every single level at a time, every single week at a time. And I'm going to make it so easy for the trader to do this that they can take it 1 month at a time if they want. And if they really know they want it, they can take it for the whole year at even a smaller price than $27 a week. So if the trader's not sure, $27 for 1 month at a time. And you can make a decision every single month whether you want to continue. Or, I know this is it. I'm home. Oliver's my family. Let's do this. Then it's 1 full year, $247, which comes out to less than $27 a week. And then for those who say, nah, Oliver, I want to go all the way here. That is the VIP Trading Club Elite. Now, let me talk very briefly about some of the differences here, right? So at the core of the VIP Trading Club, right, we have 2 live trading session reviews. So twice a month, remember, it's an every week thing. So twice a month, this is 2 weeks, 1 week and another week, twice a month, we meet up and we pick a play apart. Sometimes it's my play. Most of the times it's my play that I did. Maybe it's one of your plays. Maybe it's also one of my other traders' plays. But we take this trade and we pick it apart so that you understand every component of the trade. You'll see what mistakes they made, what they should have done, what they did do right, or whatever. This is priceless over time. All right. Then we have a study session. So today was more of a study session. This was not us taking one trade and picking it apart. This is the study session. So we do one of those a month. And then we do one live trading. So you're going to trade with me every single month. 1 month, 1 day, we're going to get together at the open and we're going to trade. You're going to see what I'm doing. You can follow what I'm doing. You can mimic what I'm doing. You're going to see what all the other traders that are with me in the morning are doing, what they're doing. You can copy, you can mimic, you can do anything you want to, but it's important that I give you that live taste. It can't just be all theoretical. Do you understand? I have to bring you into the live experience where you're not just looking at everything that happened in the past, you're seeing and experiencing it being done, and you're doing it live, I'm doing it live, we're doing it together. We need that live experience. And so this incorporates all the components of properly training you, right? It is giving you looking at plays of others and me, my trades, your trades, other people's trades. It's going over a study of a major concept that should catapult your trading to a new level. And it's meeting to trade live. So what we've covered, let's do it live now. All right. And all of the sessions that I've done for the prior 2 months, I'm going to give those to you. Look at this. So here's 2 months of all the sessions. So we're going to have our sessions. That's here. But you're going to get the last 2 months, every single session we had, every concept covered. Do you understand? Every tactic covered. Every concept covered, every trade covered for the past 2 months. So it's going to be almost like you got the last 2 months too. All right. That's for $27, guys. It's not even $1 a day. All right. And this you can take month by month. You decide month by month whether you want to continue for as long as you want. I just hope that you at least give me about 4 to 6 months with this, because you will be a completely different trader. $27, guys. It's a freaking drink in New York City. It's a martini. It's a freaking martini. Come on. All right. Okay. I will have to tell you that this is the most popular. I guess that's why my team put it in the middle. Most people do this because, it's the year. You get the full. It's 1 year. Guys, if you give me 1 year with me, come on. Every single week with you for 1 year? Like, come on. You're not going to be different. You're not going to be better. All right. So, but instead of just getting the last 2 months, right here, guys, instead of getting the last 2 months, you're going to get unlimited access to the entire library. Now, this says 160. There's 160 that we've selected for the library. That's the total library. 160 lessons with me, in addition to live ones for a year. So you get all the past ones, 150. And then you get all the forward ones for a year. Dude, like if you really want to do this seriously, this is the one. Now, if you want to really take it all the way, the difference here is that this is deeply discounted, right? The difference here is that I'm going to pull you in a little bit deeper, all right? You pulled in a little bit deeper, and you have the training of the 7 steps that make a perfect trade. This is for the people that are really on that edge, and they're ready to maybe want to go professional. All right. I need a base layer that catapults me to the professional level. And so that's 747. Guys, look, I've got to run on you now, but I've tried my very best to make true, proper training, education, and live trading available to everyone through this program. And if you're really serious about doing this right, this is the way to do it. If you're short on funds, this is the way to do it. If you're not sure, this is the way to step your feet into the water. I've tried to just make it as available as I possibly can. All right. And you guys, I've got many of my VIP Trading Club members here. Ask them. Ask them now if it's not one of the best things they've ever decided to do. Ask them. Ask them right now. They're right here amongst you. All right. Some of these members have been in the program for years, for 2 years, a year, 6 months, 8 months. Just ask them. All right. And guys, I do have some team members as well. If there are things beyond this that you're interested in, please just let them know right here. They will reach out to you. I also want to make you aware of the fact that there are going to be many people that are trying to scam you, right? Pretending that they're part of my team. Just please, guys, make sure you're dealing with one of these people. Nobody else. Take a snapshot. Take your phone out right now. Take a picture of this or come back to this point in the presentation. This is going to be up on YouTube forever. So come back here and see if it's one of these people with the right email and the right WhatsApp number and what have you. Okay. So I don't want you losing because of these bots out here and these fake accounts trying to steal your money. All right. This is about being able to make money, not lose it like that. And guys, listen, this is your moment. Let's do this now. Let's do it, guys, week by week together. Let's take this journey. Let's go hand in hand or arm in arm. Let's take this journey together. I've been down the path for decades. I can show you every landmine. I can teach you every concept, tactic you need. This is not some 22-year-old on YouTube claiming to be a market expert. How is that possible, dude? The market's been going up for 14 years. You know one market. What? You're a professional? You're a professional trader? 4 decades. And I've got you. Okay? All right, you can do this. You can do this. All right. So listen, thanks again, once again, for attending. All right. You guys have attended all over the world. I love that. I never take your attendance, your attention on what I'm doing for granted. You are very special to me. All right. Like the video, God damn it. Like the video, please do it if you found some value here today. That's very important to us. And subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel as of yet. Turn notifications on. And whether you join our family or not, we spend a lot of time on this channel making sure that something comes out to you every single day that will help you take these baby steps toward becoming what we're all after, that ultimate position or state of becoming a master trader. All right, guys, thank you very much. Love you to death. I'm going to go. I'm going to switch this back to, if I can, the programs. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Yeah. Awesome. I'm going to leave it here, guys. I got to walk away. All right, guys, getting ready to head on out to the next meeting. But ciao for now, guys. I'm gonna go off screen. Looking forward to having you join.